I find myself being on the side of like, just, I want to be like realistic. And sometimes that makes you sound like a corporate bootlicker. And this topic, it isn't. But one area I kind of felt, I don't even kind of feel, because they did like react to it crazy. But the stop killing game stuff, have you seen this on the internet?
Yes.
Pirate Software has been getting reamed over the fucking coals for this, dude. And the area I was going to say I feel bad is that there's no way that you can say you're against it, because it's just like, you can't. Like, there's no, and on this one, I actually am like, I actually do. I'm kind of, bro, you want to far right of dime. I'm far left to stop killing games. I think companies should be legally required somehow that they can't just brick your shit. Like, they should be playable in some fashion.
You mean like there's an active thing that happened today?
No.
Anthem is being shut down in like 6 months.
And you can't play it. And you can't play it.
Even though it has a single player campaign, you will not be able to play it. It literally,
yeah, bro.
This is a game that I have as a disc on my PS4, and you're telling me that after 2026, January of 2026, I can't even put that disc in my console and play the single player aspect of that game?
Exactly,
That's the dumbest shit of all time.
Exactly, bro. This is why, I mean, you're not going to out crazy me on this, because I think it should be legally required, and so they can't and look, this is a thing that is only going to get worse over time.
Absolutely.
Like, it's only going to get way worse. So it needs to be required now that you can't just fucking, all right, show's over, and then just like, it would be okay. Look, this is the thing. This is why Pirate Software got reamed over the coals, is because I only say I feel bad because I do think that even if you were like, no, I don't agree, that you were going to get killed anyway, but he was like mega disagree.
Wait, but what did he mega disagree? Like, what exactly is there to mega disagree on with this? I just don't understand.
Well, there you go, Nano. Well, because I again, not super intelligent on this, but basically he
podcast
was
moment.
Just like,
hang on, I got to say this.
This is a podcast moment, official podcast moment.
But you go ahead.
Basically, his take was like, what he was like misinterpreting the video a lot, and he's like, well, what do you want them to support things forever? Like, MMOs can't even exist like this. And it was just like, nobody was really asking for that. He was just like making up like the worst case scenario and then jumping to that. And a lot of people took it as like corporate bootlicking kind of stuff. Or, I mean, to be as kind as possible, he devs games and shit like that. So maybe he doesn't want devs' lives to be harder, which is why I say I'm on the farther side, because I do not give a single fuck about how hard this is to implement. It just should not be possible. The same thing, honestly, this is a similar issue, even though it's not, to Multiverse's beta. Like, sorry guys, beta's over, bye-bye. What do you mean bye-bye? What do you mean bye-bye? Like, I just spent money on this, dude. What do you mean bye-bye? So I thought it was crazy.
Bro will find any opportunity to bring up Multiverse. He's still
because it pisses me off, dude. It pisses me off.
I mean,
but to be fair to Multiverses, it's a good example of this, because you can still play that offline, like you said, right?
Yes, you can. Yes.
Yeah, so that would be Look, I ain't asking for online servers. I'm just saying, like, can I please boot the game up and play it? So in any way?
Again, old head coming in. I was a kid playing Guild Wars, and I remember, back then, like, the doomsayers that were like, eventually this game will shut down. Super impressive, by the way. Guild Wars just celebrated 20 years, which is really, really impressive. But I remember that, take this with a grain of salt, because the guild member said they knew someone that worked on the game. They probably didn't, but maybe they did. Maybe they did.
This is real.
But they said they had discussed with them, and apparently ArenaNet had actually developed a way that if it ever came down to a time where they had to shut the servers down, they had some sort of thing that they could patch in that would allow you to still launch the game and play the game as a single player experience. Because especially Guild Wars 1, well, Guild Wars entire is like gameplay is all instance based. So even when you're in cities, there are multiple cities that you're in. So you're like in city in A1, you're like in Drockner's Forge, in A1, in A2, all the way. And when the game was popular, there was like 30 different ones, And so it was all instance based. So technically that game could be converted to a single player experience. And they said they apparently did that. So what you're saying is, and I'm sure they've not done this, but basically if this were to pass moving forward, all games that are like Anthem, that are meant to be like an online experience, before it is even released, it has a kill switch enabled that is like, if we're going to shut the servers down, we press this button and it allows it to be played without connecting to a server. Like that's all that I'm assuming this is asking them to be able to do.
Honestly, it's even less than that, Nano. This is, and this is just being real, it's more like an internet movement thing that currently they're trying to get signatures in the EU so that they have to like discuss it basically in a legal sense. But it's even less than that. It's just like, hey, can we please talk about this? It's basically just the petition. Now, obviously, I think they have goals and shit, which would be like what you said. But it's really nothing that crazy to the point where even if you disagree with it, now's not really even a time to be super outlandishly against it because it's like not even a thing yet. It's
I guess I just don't understand that. Like, what is there to disagree with? Like, why?
Hey man,
why
I agree.
Would you want the thing that you paid money for at one point to become a literal paperweight simply because the company is just like Anthem? Like that, I think that's the dumbest shit. I think
like one thing that the main point or one of the stronger points they brought up is like in Blizzard's terms and conditions. It's like, we can revoke your access to the game for any or no reason at all. And it's like, you shouldn't be allowed to say for no reason at all, revoke stuff. It's like, what? Like, it's just not a fair term, which I agree with. Like, how can you just write that in? Like, hey, this thing that you bought, we could take it away no matter what, just whenever we want, like for whatever reason type shit, but go ahead, enjoy it for why you got it, I guess.
So did Pirate Software do that just to be like contrarian, just like get articles about them or something?
No. He did this he did this a while ago, and that's why honestly I find myself kind of like with the guy, not Pirate Software, but the guy's name was Ross that did it originally. I feel bad because I'm like 65% involved. I've only watched videos of the videos type shit.
Got it.
But I actually disagree with him because he didn't do a video on Pirate Software originally, because he didn't want the movement to be about drama. But I mean, now that it is, bro, like it's shit really succeeding, bro. I think you should have honestly been about that drama, to be honest. But no, he was just kind of, and I'm not gonna lie, like I'm saying this as a guy that's watched Pirate Software shorts and things, and I don't watch him individually or see anything, but he does have this like energy that is like a little smarmy, to put it lightly. And I think it's really creating like a good like straw man for people to like get hype over. It's honestly like, if you told me he teamed up with the movement to like play the heel, I could believe it. But yeah, he just is kind of a smarmy guy sometimes. Not a bad guy. I don't think he's a bad guy. He raises like weasels and shit and has like a weasel playground charity and shit.
My only interaction are YouTube shorts as well. Like that's my genuine only like interaction with like the content at all.
I just want to get that out of the way because I do think it's at the point where he does have legitimate haters out there.
That's why I was like asking if it was a contrarian take, because again, like shorts are such a short bite of a person's personality and stuff. But what I've gathered from this person, and especially given the name Pirate Software, I would think that they would be
you honestly, somebody like, so I was watching an Actaman video and he made that joke too. I never even thought of it like that. But yeah, his name is kind of a little weird. Like, bro, you should be pretty hype about this shit, low key.
Yeah, like I don't know. It doesn't seem to totally match up. I was only aware of the Stop Killing Games thing just because I feel like a lot of people made like stuff over it. I was not aware of any drama surrounding it or whatever. I had seen Charlie make a video on it, but I did not click. So I was like, I'll try to figure out that drama later, and then I just kind of forgot. So
yeah, it's like drama I happened into, and then I was like, wait a second, low key, this is stuff that I've been saying for a while. Like they shouldn't be allowed to do this, bro. And mostly multiverse. Shout out multiverse
right now while that's at its peak.
Yeah,
too,
I know, dude. Like, dude, this movement cannot stop. Maybe honestly, what if the Anthem guys, like low key, like this is like a huge W for the movement. This is like exactly what it's against. Like